Hi friends! I'm so happy to finally be back for Flosstube number 2. I know it's been a while, but I just didn't have anything done for a long time. But I'm happy to have a few things totally done to share today. Here is Miss Ginger. So glad to have her done. I actually did have her done before the Jingle Ball, so that was exciting. I had a hard time with the finishing of Miss Ginger. The sewing and then stuffing turned out to be harder than I thought. I think it had to do with my choice of backing fabric. I had an old linen napkin that had a stain on it, and so I thought, oh, I'll use that. Linen will be so nice for Ginger. But every time I'd stick my needle in to close up a hole, it would like rip the linen, and she's stitched all the way up. And now I think I understand why people sew it all the way around and then cut a hole in the back to turn it. I think I'm going to try that next time, and maybe some interfacing too. So if you have any tips on how to do these, what your favorite way is, definitely let me know, because I struggled to finish Miss Ginger, but she's so cute. She's in the kitchen in a bowl of little felt Christmas cookies that the kids and I made. And I told the kids Ginger is not to play with. We don't touch her. We don't breathe on her. We don't look at her sideways, because she is very fragile. But she is beautiful and we love her. My next finished thing, I just finished today, like an hour ago today. So this was Little House Needleworks Log Cabin Bunnies. Love the woodland creatures. You know I love a good theme. And here they are. Aren't they so cute? Love the cardinal, love the bunnies, love the snow. So much to love. And this little wooden piece I got at Hobby Lobby. It was it has holes right here with 2 blocks to make like an advent calendar, and I took those out. I whipped a coat of paint on it, and then I just stuck my little board right on there. But I love it. So my bedroom has this theme of like dark green and winter white and sparkle, so this is gonna go in my room. I was so happy with it. Is it perfect? No, but I'm still happy with it. Love it. Oh, and the French knot eyes. So French knots have always been hard, but when they're on an animal and you need it to be small and tight and tidy, neat looking, I've been having a hard time. But so one of these turned out really good, the other one didn't, and I had to like work on it a while, but I think I'm getting better. So it's a good sign. 1 out of 2 turned out well. Okay, the other thing that I have finished is, so I was working on these last time. It's the Sideways Strippers series from Stitching with the Housewives. There were 4 of them. I think I had maybe 1 done last time. So I'm going to show you. It's going to turn all around when I move it. Whoop, yep, there it goes. But here are my 4 finished pieces. Hark the herald angels sing, and heaven and nature sing. Oh, come all ye faithful, and the weary world rejoices. And again, I got this wood thing with the 4 circles at Hobby Lobby, and it was a little small, but that's what I bought, so I made it work. And I'm totally happy with it. I think it looks great. I have it hanging on the door to the craft room here. It's all twisty, but on the door it lays nice and flat. So I'm very excited to have that one done. That was actually done before Christmas, so I got to enjoy that one for a little while before Christmas. Okay, now, should we do the finished quilt or the stitching in progress? You know, it's funny because people will say whips, works in progress. So in college, my major was logistics and marketing, and WIPs, works in progress, was a big thing. We had this like semester long project where we had to build a facility, and WIPs was one area you had to include in your design. And it was a terrible experience for me because it was a group project and it was, you know, a random group assignment. I was in a group with 2 boys and I did absolutely all of the work and had no idea what I was doing. I got a C and I was glad to get a C in that class. But WIPs, when people start talking about WIPs, it like makes my eyes start twitching because it's bad memories. So my projects, that's what I'll call them, my projects. Let's go with the projects. So first I'll show you my cute Christmas bag. Got this off Etsy from Kathy's Posies. Did I tell you that last time? I can't remember. Super cute. So I am still working on this. Showed you this last time. Mary. I am sad to say I did not get a lot done. Just the border. I think maybe I need to change colors and do some pink and like give this project a little boost of energy. Get some excitement back for it. But another one that I started is this one called Cocoa and Kisses by Annie B's Folk Art. So we love hot chocolate and we have a little hot chocolate station in the kitchen. So this is going to go near that. This is what I have going so far. I have changed the colors. You'll notice I'm kind of going off on my own on this one, which is really funny because it's kind of a running joke that my oldest daughter doesn't like following any kind of directions or patterns. She likes to crochet. She plays music and she likes to cook and she sews and everything, but she likes to do it on her own. She doesn't want to find a pattern or a recipe or, you know, read music. She just wants to kind of do it on her own. And we joke about it because I'll say, well, did you look for a pattern? No. And it doesn't bother her. She's totally fine. I need a pattern, but I have found that I like to have a pattern, but I don't really follow it. So I think she got it from me, which is funny. But I like to have a pattern, like a, you know, a safety net, a jumping off point, if you will, and then I kind of change it. So I'm doing my own thing, but I think it's going to be cute and wintry, and I can leave it out all winter. So that's Cocoa and Kisses. Let's see. Okay, that's all in that bag. Bag number 2. Oh, this one's not as exciting. The bag, anyway. The project is beautiful. Okay, so this is one I got from the Jingle Ball. This is Tiny Modernist Nativity Scene. Okay, it's on black with all these beautiful bright colors. I just fell in love. I love this. So I immediately started on it. It's not going well. So here's what I have so far. The black is hard. It's really hard to see. I'm struggling with the black. I didn't think it would be a big deal. I mean, I have good eyes. It shouldn't be a problem, but it is. So my mom told me to hoop it, which does help. So I've been doing that. I have a good lamp. I've read some other people say to put a lamp under you. So I need to try that, but I don't know. If you have any good tips on stitching on the black, let me know. Because I don't know. It's not going well. And I was so excited about it because the colors just really pop on the black. So I'm not giving up, but it is going slow. Okay, so the next one, oh, this is a cute Lori Holt bag. So this came in a panel and it was a bunch of these zippy bags, like 6 or something. And it comes just like this. This is the front, comes with the back, and then you sew it together. You can quilt it, put a lining in, or you can just sew it up as is. But I did a cute lining. But so this is what my other project bag is. This is what I started on Christmas Day. It's by the Proper Stitcher. He saves me, and it says, surely it is God who saves me. I love the colors. So pretty, and it's actually part of a little series. There's another one. Trust in Him. I will trust in Him and not be afraid. I just love the colors. See them side by side. How pretty they are. They'd be so cute as pillows or framed and hanging on the wall. Love it. So excited. I have a little bit started, not much, but a little bit, starting at the bottom with kind of the vine border. Making progress. Progress is good. We say practice. We don't say practice makes perfect. We say practice makes progress. So I'm practicing and progressing. Okay. A few other things I have that I need to get started on. Look at how cute. Another tiny Modernist. Scandi Winter animals. Oh, just love it. Love the colors, love the animals. There's another tiny Modernist. Bright bell pull. Love the colors. Apparently I'm a color purchaser. If I like the colors, I buy it. I have a lot of Christmas. So I've decided that I need to start Valentine's Day stitching now so that I have it done in time to enjoy it for Valentine's Day. So I need to find some cute Valentine's Day stitching. So if you have a favorite, let me know, and let me know where to find it so I can go find some Valentine's Day stitching. Okay, what else? Quilting. So I did finish a quilt. I was thinking, what did I do last year? Why don't I have a Christmas quilt from last year, like some kind of project? And then I remembered it's because I made 4 Christmas quilts last year. Well, I helped the kids, so I mostly did 2 for the boys. They picked out the fabrics, which is dogs, Christmas dogs, super cute. And then the girls, I helped them each make their own, and it's super cute. Maybe I should show you next time, that they're super cute. And we did not get them done before Christmas, but just like I'm going to do with these things, I'm going to leave it out and enjoy it for as long as I want to, because after you work hard on something, you can enjoy it. You can enjoy a Christmas scene or a Christmas quilt into the summer if you want to, because you worked hard on it. That's what I told the girls. So they use those quilts in their room, on their bed for most of the year. And then I think in the summer, they put them away so they could bring it out and be excited, you know, fresh excitement to see it again for Christmas. So that's why I didn't have a Christmas project from last year. So this year I used this pattern from Bunny Hill Designs. It's called Cranberry Christmas. So I used this as my jumping off point because I did not follow it exactly, but it has prairie points, which is something I had never tried and wanted to learn. So that's what I did. And they really turned out pretty cute. So I used the 5-inch squares, but I kind of did the colors differently. I'm gonna try to get a picture and stick in here of the whole quilt so you can see. But I did the colors in kind of like a gradient, so it goes from the red to the pink to the green and more green, gray at the bottom. So again, it'll make more sense when I get a good picture of it laying down, but I put the little penguins on the back. So this fabric collection is from Bunny Hill Designs, and it was called A Very Sweet Christmas. So, I love the colors, you know, not super traditional Christmas colors. It is red and green, but the shades just make it so girly and pretty, and I love it. So I realized that last video I really did not tell you anything about myself. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. My name is Betsy. I live in East Tennessee in Sevier County. You may have heard of a little gal from here who kind of made it big, Dolly Parton. We live real close to Dollywood. We're kind of in the middle of, we got Dollywood, we got Gatlinburg, we got Pigeon Forge, we're the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. We got all that right around Sevier County, Tennessee. So that's where I live. I'm actually Dolly's cousin. Yes, it's true. It's kind of a joke with people from Sevier County because they say everybody's Dolly's cousin, which is kind of true. If your family has been in Sevier County for a few generations, you probably are. Now I'm like a 5th or 6th cousin. Dolly doesn't know I exist. I cannot sing. All that I have in common with Dolly is our love of big hair. We both love the big hair. Speaking of singing, I have a funny story about that. So I did record another video. I forget when, it was before Christmas because I was wearing my Christmas dress. I recorded it, and then when I watched it back, it was painful to watch. Do you ever like hear yourself or see yourself on video and you're like, ugh? So when I was maybe 10 years old, I got this purple radio for Christmas. It was a tape player radio, and you could record on the tapes. So I got a new tape, put it in my radio, and recorded myself singing the song from Aladdin, A Whole New World. I mean, I was giving it all I got, singing my little heart out to A Whole New World. And then I pressed play to listen to it, and I cried. It was terrible. That is the same feeling I had when I watched my video back. And also, you could hear the dog crying outside the door through most of the video. I should have just let him in, but I thought you wouldn't be able to hear it, and you could. He wanted to be with his mama. So, but I'm not going to let that hold me back. We are moving forward. We're stepping out of the comfort zone. I say we because, I mean, you're gonna do it too, right? You're doing something new. We're gonna start the new year. We're getting a head start because it's not the new year yet, but we're starting on a good footing. We're doing things that make us uncomfortable because we're growing and we're progressing, right? Practice makes progress. That's going to be the mantra. Practice makes progress. So that is all I have for today, I think. Thank you all for watching, and thank you all so much for being so kind and wonderful and sweet with my last video. It made it so much easier to push through the fears and get back and do it again. So thank you so much for that. I wish you all the best, and until next time, lots of love to you and yours.